Yo, what is good everybody, it's your boy Clouds. Welcome back to another random video, and in today's video is going to be mostly about the PS5, okay? We're going to be talking about the PS5. It has been out for at least 1 month, like fully already. It's been a couple days since I missed, but it's been out for a full month already. I'm going to be telling you guys my opinion on it, the reviews about it, and just pretty much 1 month of being with the PS5, alright? Now I'm going to talk about the pros, I'm going to talk about the cons, I'm going to talk about everything that's pretty much good, and everything that I've dealt with, the problems I've had with this PS5, and it's not really a lot of them, so stay tuned for the video. So if you are new, please hit that like, subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it. I'm really going to be doing a review. We're going to be strictly talking about the PS5 and nothing more. So the PS5 has been out for at least 1 month already. It came out in November 11th, I believe. If I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. It's been out for a minute already, and there hasn't really been too much big changes since then. A month of it's being released. Not really too much updates. Probably at least a total of 2, maybe a little bit more than that. They secretly just throw you an update. But from what I've been dealing with the PS5 is there's really not that much to it. Now, number one thing about the PS5, right, is the home screen. The home screen is just beautiful. It is way different than the PS4 version. Y'all might think it's the same thing, but in my opinion, it's basically way different, and I actually enjoy looking at it. That was number one thing of me not wanting to get an Xbox. Is I came from Xbox One, by the way, and I transferred to PS5 just because Xbox did not change anything differently about their home screen. It's basically just an upgraded Xbox One, and I wanted something new. I wanted a new feeling. I wanted a new console feeling, and the PS5 definitely delivered for me. Everything about it is just way different. The home screen is way different. I mean, you got to get used to it after a while, but everything about it, the maneuvering and everything, is just way different, and it's pretty smooth. I would say that as well, right? That's another plus, is it is pretty smooth. You can actually get to things quicker. Like if you want to switch games, you just go to the home button, go to your little switcher right here, and you can just straight switch your games right then and there. Another thing is going to your friends list. It is way quicker as well. You can go all the way to your friends and also maneuver all the way to your parties. It's pretty cool. Creating a party and as well as just inviting somebody to play with you is really fast and simple. Even the music and things like that, everything's way faster to maneuver around for. You can look at your sound and stuff like that. Is all right here, and it is really crispy because you can still kind of see your gameplay in the background, so you won't have to completely shut off anything else. I'm sure PS4 did the same thing of showing you that, but I feel like PS5 is a little bit more smoother and it's less compact, right? It's not all in your face. It's literally right there, and it's that simple. Another pro thing about the PS5 is, of course, this right here that which you're looking at. You can go back to your games and just pretty much look at them right here. You can press resume. I'm in a voice chat by myself on Call of Duty, as you can see. If you even parties that you're in, you can actually join them, or even your friends that are playing the games, you can join their games. You can straight join into games straight from right here. So instead of me loading into the game right away, I can also just click right here, VIP escort. I click play, and it's gonna throw me straight into a game. It's really that cool. Now, of course, it's gonna take a while for the game to load. Well, not actually, okay, that's another pro thing about it. The games load up super quickly, bro. Whether it's a GTA, whether it's Modern Warfare, whether it's Cold War, whatever game you're playing is gonna load up quickly. Even if it is a PS4 game edition, the games still load up really quickly, which I do enjoy that as well. I really like how I don't have to sit my ass down for an hour just to wait to load up to a game, and that's really cool for me. All right, I could just straight up load the game in really quickly. Nobody gotta wait on me. Well, let's jump into this. I did make a video of me loading into GTA 5, so if y'all do want to check that out, it's in my channel. Go ahead and look for it, and it was pretty intense. All right, it was pretty cool and really quickly, actually, way faster than the PS4 version and way faster than the Xbox One version. So that's another pro tip. You load into games quicker. Everything is way faster to maneuver to, and everything just feels like a smooth experience. Also, the PlayStation Store hasn't really been updated too much. I mean, of course, not a lot of games have came out in 1 month, but for the games that we have right now, it's been a pretty good release. There's a lot of PS4 games, so if you do have a lot of digital PS4 games or even disc, you have a whole bunch of options to go through. Now, as for PS5 games, there's really not that much of them out right now. There's a couple of them, not really any too like big name games. That's another thing I'm excited about, is trying to find some new games that are gonna come out. It's gonna be really fun. And another great thing for the PS5 is actually what you can do with it. All right, I believe the capture device in this PlayStation is actually really cool and really simple. It is way more efficient than Xbox is. So if you're interested in starting like a stream or starting YouTube channels or YouTube videos, it is way easier to start doing this now, ladies and gentlemen. You can literally just go over to your capture device. You can save what's recently captured, or even if you want to start streaming and broadcasting, you can actually do that with the snap of a button. You log into your Twitch or YouTube and you're straight into it. Of course, you mess around with your settings. Make sure you want to have everything that you're recording in your stream, and even if you have something, you can also edit it. Just add it to favorites or galleries. You can even share it to YouTube right from your PlayStation. It's really cool. I believe this is probably like the best thing that can ever add for new upcoming YouTubers or even streamers. This is mainly for the people who want to become YouTubers or Twitch streamers and stuff like that. PlayStation definitely helps you like mega big, which is really cool, and I really do appreciate them innovating this and making it better. Of course, you could do it on the PS4, but I believe on the PS5 it's way more easier and it's straight like quick as hell, and your uploads don't really take that long. You can literally just upload a video and it's gonna take no time at all. Speaking about uploading and taking no time at all, the games and downloading games in this PlayStation 5 is super quick and super simple. Now, I myself didn't really have an Ethernet cable. I was running through Wi-Fi, and the game still downloaded pretty quickly. I was really surprised on how fast these games downloaded. I even downloaded Modern Warfare super super quick, and that's a really big surprise judging how big this game is. I even have the multiplayer in the Warzone, which is a total of probably like 300 gigabytes, and this game downloaded in a snap of a finger. Call me Thanos. But yeah, Modern Warfare, GTA, any big game that you pretty much can download and has a lot of gigabytes, them games download like super fast. So that's another great thing, is downloading games faster, loading into the games faster, dealing with the capture device, which is a lot of helpful for a lot of streamers or even YouTubers trying to upcome. So in my opinion, the PS5 has been running super smoothly for me. Those are the very things that can come into mind of what makes the PS5 a great console. And last but not least, how could I forget the most beautiful thing of all, which is the controller. All right, if you're really into gaming and stuff, this PS5 controller is 100% what makes you want to buy the PS5 as well. It is way better than the PS4 controller, and as well as the Xbox One, or even Xbox in general. Xbox did not give a chance of changing their controller whatsoever, but I believe the PS5 controller is probably the best part about this console, man. I mean, of course the console itself is so beautiful. I myself have a digital version, but even the disc one or even the digital, it does not matter. If you stand it up, lay it down, it's gonna look beautiful. But with the controller being right by its side, this controller is 100% why I love this PS5. Just holding it into my hands, I feel like I have 100% control over it. I have 100% grip onto it. It doesn't seem like it's made out of cheap plastic, which a lot of these controllers nowadays are made out of. The vibration, the trigger effects, everything about this controller just makes it great. And nothing about this controller that I hate about it. Actually, there is one part about it, but we'll talk about that in the cons section. 100% would recommend you getting the PS5 just because of the controller, but there's many more pluses of getting the PS5. Now, the things I'm telling you about the PS5 are what I have to deal with every day. I don't really go too much into settings wise or things like that, but of course you go into the settings, you can check out all kinds of stuff, fix up your PS5, make it look better. But for me, I'm going over the things that I enjoyed about this PS5 and what makes it better and how it's been for me over a month. All right, now that we got over the pros, we're going to talk about a little bit more about the cons. All right, now if I come up with some more pros, I'll probably end up saying them at the end of the video just in case I forgot. But for right now, we're going to be talking about the cons, which is a couple of things. Of course, a console is not going to be superior at its main release. There's many bugs with the PS5, but I believe that is going to be fixed in an instant. So the first number one thing that I have a problem with is the PS5 is, of course, what everybody's dealing with is your game or your whole console just crashing and shutting off by itself. There's been many a times where I'm in a game and my console would just like straight black out, my screen would just black, and my console would start blinking blue, and I'm like, what the hell is happening? Next thing you know, I look at my controller, it's shutting off, my PlayStation is shutting off. I have to turn it on and off in order for it to come back on. And when you do that, you come up with a little error message saying something turned off for your PlayStation or something like that. You can either choose to report it or not report it. I've reported it many times. I'm sure a lot of you people have done it as well. But that's been one of the main cons of this whole thing with the PS5 is the console automatically just shuts off by itself. I'm sure that can be an easy little update for them to fix, and boom pow, you get over with. So that's number one, is crashing of the console and just the console shutting off completely on you. It's not happening constantly, but it's happening rarely to the point where it kind of gets annoying when it's like you out of nowhere it can just shut off. It doesn't happen every day to me, but it happens once in a while. So that's number one. That's number one con. Number two of the PS5 being a con is actually the controller itself. All right, I know I spoke highly about the controller, but with my controller, I don't know if anybody else is dealing with this problem, and I promise you guys my hands are not that dirty. But if you look in the back, which is what you expect having a white controller, you can actually see a little bit of dirty marks on the back where your fingers kind of rest your hand on the controller. You can see kind of the dark spots of where your fingers lie, and I promise you guys I wash my hands plenty of fucking times to make sure this doesn't happen, and for some reason it still happens. I won't eat a bag of hot Cheetos, I won't eat nothing to not stain this controller, but for some reason my hands are just this filthy. It might just be because of the sweat that I fucking enhance every time I play Call of Duty Cold War. But that's another con right there, of course, which is the PS5 attracting a lot of dirt, which I really wasn't surprised about because it's a white controller. Really would have preferred it to be black so I won't see too much. At least now I can clean it once in a while. So that's another con, right? The controller gets kind of dirty quickly from the back. For some reason in the front it actually stays pretty clean. The only way it stays dirty is if you have your hands in the back of it, which is weird, but yeah. So you might want to check that out as well if you're on your controller. That is second con for the PS5. Nothing really too major, just little bit things here and there. Now another con we're going to look at right now is actually on the home screen itself. Alright, if you press on the home screen, you can go all the way down right here. This whole little menu right here is pretty cool, but for some reason there is no more messages. In order to get messages from friends, you would have to go to notifications and they would have to send it to you personally. There is no more message box, at least from what I could find. The only way to message somebody or go to messages is finding that one person in general. So let's say I wanted to message my friend, I have to click on his name and I have to go to messages and send a quick message or view messages. When you click on view messages, it's really only going to show you messages from you and that person. There is no more message tab, there is no more nothing. You actually have to go to the person themselves and send them a message. The only way to find out you got a message is going to notifications and it'll pop up right there for you. Right here I'm getting party invites and stuff like that. I'll even get a message from somebody telling me something, but I don't really like it where it's next to my notifications. I really want it to be its own little section. So that's another con. It kind of sucks, but you gotta deal with it. I'm sure they're gonna make an update so where it's gonna show and it's gonna be way better, but for now it kind of sucks. That is another con for the PS5. Nothing really too major, just something really small. Now another con for the PS5 is the switcher, this little thing right here that you're looking at. Now you would think that when you switch to a different game, it would actually still be there the way you saved it or the way that you played last game. As in for Xbox, whenever you load into a game and you go load into another game, the other game will still be saved from where the last point you left off. The thing about PlayStation is it will not do that. As you see right here, I'm gonna activate Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Boom, is gonna leave me right there with the game. And if I go back to the switcher and I go back to Cold War, which was already active, it's gonna completely restart the whole game for me, and I'm gonna have to just start off right in the entrance of the game. Now I know this was more of an Xbox thing, but still I believe PlayStation could have done that as well. It should not have been that hard. It's not like the game takes forever to load into anyways, right? I mean, it's not a big problem. Now another thing is, of course, is what a lot of people were dealing with on the PS4, which was the parties. All right, the parties, they're all different now. They're all hard. You have to start a group in order to like just have parties now. And the thing that kind of sucks is there's not a party section no more. There's not a party section. You literally have to go to game base right here, click on it, and you have to make sure that you're in a voice chat or a group with people. Right here I'm going to go to view all parties, and of course this pops up and stuff like that. It looks pretty cool. This is another pro right here. I mean, it looks amazing, the little friends list group, but still you can't really access this all the time. You have to click on it in order to see the whole screen of it. I really wish there was a little icon that pretty much loads this up really quickly, but you have to go all the way to your friends list in order to see this. I would think it would be easier to start it from your home screen, but technically no, you have to go to your game base. But I feel like the PS4 made it kind of quicker to access parties and stuff like that, because there was already an icon showing you to go to that. And I feel like with PS5 you have to go through other stuff in order to even get to these sections. And plus they record party chat, which isn't really a big problem anymore. I really even forgot about it. Does not really matter. Another thing is, it's a small little thing, but it's really like kind of different and should have been not really changed, is if you go to your settings, you will notice there is no more themes. For some reason they took away themes. It's probably because you can't really see themes anymore, but it's probably because every time you hover over something else loads. There isn't really a main home screen anymore. So if I hover over the store, it's gonna pop up already a background for the store. If I hover explore, it kind of changes, as I can tell right here, which I mean kind of sucks, which means we don't really have a home screen no more to like look at and customize. Maybe later we'll be able to customize the outlines of this whole thing, but for now we don't have any background, nothing like that, no more themes. I really liked the themes when it was on PlayStation 4, but I'm kind of sad that they took it away. So that's really all the pros and the cons of having a PS5. There isn't really that much cons, as you can see. Like all I really talked about was the game crashes, or like the console crashing, I mean. But from the thoughts on the PS5, this PS5 has done great things for me. It hasn't really had a big problem. Once in a while, the sounding, you don't hear a single sound from this, bro. Like sometimes you'll hear like a little sound, but not no goddamn PS4 engine. So I appreciate my PS5 not heavily breathing over me and not making my room hot. So yeah, this PS5 is great, bro. Like if I were to recommend you getting the PS5, I would 100% tell you get the PS5, no matter what edition. All right, I recommend you get the PS5 over the Xbox, just because the PS5 is a new experience and it's a whole new like rename. Okay, with Xbox you're not really getting anything new besides a little bit of upgrades, better graphics, but you get the same thing with PS5, better graphics, things like that. And that's basically it for today's video. I really hope y'all did enjoy. If I do have anything more to say about the PS5, I will highly say it in the comments for you guys, to keep you updated. Really hope y'all did enjoy this video. I've had the PS5 for over a month already. This is a little PS5 update for anybody out there who really wanted to get a PS5. It will get dirty because it's a white controller, and the PS5 might get a little bit dusty, right? Which is also another con. Maybe PS5 can get a little bit dusty on the little main lights where it's at. But in conclusion, I really hope y'all did enjoy this video. Smash the like button, comment down below if you would get the PS5, if you really love the PS5, and if you really liked it and you're getting it soon, maybe, you know, let everybody know. Comment down below your opinions, and if I missed anything, like as in a pro or a con, please comment it down below. I would really enjoy that. Maybe I missed something. I was just shooting straight off the dome, alright, letting you guys know things that I've personally dealt with the PS5, but highly recommend getting this console. It's super great. And yeah, really hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.